All these platonic ass relationships she talking about she got, why you don't have those in the professional space? We know about you. We know about you. All of this is alleged. Don't want to receive a cease and desist.
There you go. Talk to him. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes. And we got another reaction today. But before we get into it, I need you to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn on your notifications. As we go along, make sure you jump in the chat, jump in the comments, and let's have a conversation whether you agree or disagree, because we got to crack these codes, man. But we going over to the Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and them. We got Joy Taylor on here talking about non-negotiables. So we're going to see what this is. I haven't watched it at all, so we're going to go straight authentic with it. Ain't about wasting no time. Let's do it.
What are some of your non-negotiables?
For relationships?
Yeah, for relationship.
I can't do bitches. That's not my thing.
What do you mean?
You can't have no friends.
Oh, no. Of course, friends. Of course, friends. Bitches and friends are not the same thing.
Like, what do you mean, bitches? What
like, I can't do the whole like just bitches. Like some men have bitches, and I can't do it. I'm not like I can't do. Right. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I can't do bitches.
Yeah.
So there's just certain type of men I'm just not gonna date.
Okay, she said everybody knows what she's talking about. I do not know what she's talking about. I don't. She said some men got bitches. What that mean? Like, so does that mean you don't want a man that attracts a plethora of women? You want a man that, only you find attractive? I don't know what she's talking about, but let's see if she actually gets around to explaining it.
Because they need bitches and I can't do it.
What about like a best friend of a?
Oh yeah, no. I think I don't. I at the same time, I don't want to date a man who doesn't have any platonic female friends. Okay. Because why do no women want to be around you?
Yeah. What if they've had sex?
Double talking. You don't want a man that got bitches, but you can't be with a man who does not have female friends. I don't know what this is. You sound like one of them women that describe a nigga that don't exist. Let's continue.
It's like once in the past 10 years ago, or just a few times, and they're best friends. That doesn't bother you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that humans should be able to interact with each other without the idea of having sex all the time.
I don't think
if women genuinely
that.
don't want to be around you, or you don't want to be around women unless you're sleeping with them, that's for some people. It's just not for me. I would like to be able to trust that you're in a room full of women and your entire goal in this room is not to fuck everyone that's in there.
Damn.
That's a lot of men.
Plus, I like.
No, it's not. What is this extreme shit she talking about? Like, why do you go from one extreme to the next? And then there's a difference between want to smash, would smash, and trying to smash. Let's get into it. Let's get into some shit. There's a difference between want to smash, would smash, and trying to smash. Hey, would you hit that if Shorty just offered it to you? I don't know. Maybe. That's would smash. Hey, G, what you think about Shorty over there? I ain't gonna lie, that little joint got me going through a thing. I kind of want that little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you say something to her? Well, I'm cooling. I'm chilling, fo. That's want to smash. Active, burning desire. No action taken. Trying to smash? That is self-explanatory. Shooting your shot. Getting to it. So what conversation are we having? Are we talking about men who would smash, want to smash, or trying to smash? Because men, what men are these? You in a room full of women, and your mission is to have sex with every woman in the room? Who are these men? And she sounds like a woman that's gonna die alone. I'm telling you, wives and women like her, they speak two different languages. She's not speaking wifey, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue though.
A man that can take input from a woman that he is not sleeping with, and who values a woman that's not a partner that he's trying to fuck, or family, or off limits for some other reason, like it's his boy's wife or something. Like, I just think that I have a lot of great male friendships. I have male business partners.
No, you don't. We know your shit hit. This Joy Taylor, y'all, she just made the Let Them Crash Out series. We are going to go full Joy Taylor On the next, let them crash out. Let's move.
I have brothers. I have my brother's friends. Like I work with men every day. Like
You slept your way to the top. You think we don't know you? We know you. We know you. Why are you saying what you saying? Why is she saying what she's saying right now? Like she don't have no reputation. Come on, y'all. What is this?
I have great relationships with men. And I think it's important for the person that I'm dating to be able to be around women. It doesn't mean that you're hanging out with other women all the time.
Yeah, that's real.
But that just you can't be in a room with talk to a woman without it being a sexual thing. Like that's
having discipline.
That's weird to me.
Yeah.
Do you have no
What is she talking about? Who are these men? You know what she's doing? This is projection. Because the men that she's around do want to have sex with her. Do try to have sex with her. All these platonic ass relationships she talking about she got, why you don't have those in the professional space? We know about you. We know about you. All of this is alleged. Don't want to receive a cease and desist. All of this is alleged. But allegedly, we know about her. Sure do.
You have no discipline in that way.
Yeah, you have no discipline.
And I think that is also a level of maturity as well.
Yeah.
Because you can be attracted to someone and still be like, I actually would never sleep with this person.
Yeah.
So I think for me that's important. But bitches is something totally different.
I get what you're saying. What about it? What else is non-negotiable for you?
I'm less and less interested in religious men, if I'm being honest with you. I told Paul this the other day. I don't know. Bitch, you hit me with the man of God thing. I says I'm.
But you say God a lot on your podcast.
God?
Yeah, you be like God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. No.
Oh my God, it's different.
Oh my God, it's different than being a
God.
man of God. If you're leading, I don't know. I've just had some.
So this
I've
is
had some negative. I've had some negative experiences with people that lead with their religion.
Are you religious?
Not really. No.
So
I would say I'm a person of faith, but I'm not. I was raised in a Baptist church, very, very religious family.
Oh yeah, it's women like you in the Bible though. It's women like you in the Bible though.
I don't think that just
you might not be religious, but it's women like you in the Bible though. This is Let Them Crash Out. This just turned into Let Them Crash Out episode 3. Joy Taylor. Let's go.
Because you're a Christian that you are, not living a good life. I'm just saying if that's the first thing that you bring to the table, it's a red flag for me because
I feel like
don't
they're hiding behind their
I
religion.
don't care. Why? What does this
Something
matter to
happened
me?
with that before. That's what that happened.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have a trigger behind that.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
I absolutely. I'm acknowledging. I'm triggered by this, and it's it's become a red flag for me.
Wow.
I'm not saying that if you believe in God that you are a red flag. I also don't give a fuck. So just tell somebody else about it. I think for some men they think that that's what women are looking for, like looking for a good Christian man.
Yeah,
and some people are, but just not me. So
that's my thing about religion too. Like, like man may not like lead with it, but like some men needed to pull them out of places. Like when there's nothing else. Like I felt like religion like helped me pull me out of some dark places, and. Like I believe
religion or faith.
Faith, probably faith,
right?
More so than like
because to me those are two different things.
Okay,
believing in God, having spirituality, having a connection with your spiritual side, praying, all of those things I do.
Yeah,
but
same. But religion is different.
To lead with like like let's go to church on Sunday.
I'm Christian. I'm Catholic. I'm Baptist. Whatever it is, that's like. Your religion versus I'm a man of faith because I pray, I believe in a higher power.
But also for me, I feel like a lot of men that are extremely religious think that if we get together that I'm going to start doing that, and like I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't been to church in a minute, but I pray.
All right, so listen, I can identify with the concept of like not wanting somebody that's like in their holier than thou space. You know what I mean? Like the people on the Pop the Balloon show that feel like they got to go on there, with a Jesus Saves sweatshirt on and all that. Like I get not wanting to deal with somebody that's in their religious extremist bag or their like I said, they're holier than thou space at this point in time. But honestly speaking, being a person who's spiritual myself and not a religious person, I don't mind dealing with a woman that has a foundational principle rooted in religion, because there's a lot of good that comes with that. There's some deprogramming that you're going to have to do to a degree when it comes to that, but there's a lot of foundational principles that you're going to get that are very much a pro and not a con when it comes to dealing with somebody that's rooted in some faith. But I can say, you know, it's probably one of the rare times I can agree and identify with her saying she not wanting to be with somebody in that essence, you know, that's kind of in that bag. Like, how you doing? Blessed and highly favored, brother. You doing, bro? That's a lot. How you doing, queen? Oh, you know, the Lord got me and the Lord is my shepherd, so I can't complain. Oh, no. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot, y'all.
Yeah.
And I have faith. Yeah.
Which you're a man of, you know, you're a spiritual
You're
man.
a spiritual person.
Yeah.
And we all have a spiritual side in some way or another. But spirituality and faith and religion to me are two different things. But it is a trigger for me. So I understand that it's going to sound crazy to people. I don't know. I mean, I obviously want somebody kind. Like, I don't fight with anybody. I'm not fighting with anyone about anything ever.
Ever.
What would we fight about? What would we fight about? What do we have to fight about? What is the problem?
So if there's an issue, then
we have a conversation, and then we make a decision about what we're doing at the end of this conversation, and then that is that. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not getting to a place of anger. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not going through your phone. I'm not going through your car. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with that.
Went through a dude's phone.
Oh, of course I have.
Listen, fellas, ladies, whenever you got a laundry list of shit that you not dealing with, I'm not dealing with this, I'm not dealing with that, I'm not dealing with this, I'm not dealing with that, I don't put up with this, I don't do that. The more don'ts and non-negotiables and the more shit that's on that list, the less of the likelihood that you will ever settle down with anybody and sustain. You are playing the Powerball. You are playing the lottery at that point. It ain't this the man that she talking about at this point is just not even real. And she hasn't said anything about, you know, how she is. You know, sometimes people be like, well, I don't like this because I'm this way and I do this and I do that. And so, you know, I kind of don't want, like, no. All she talking about is past experiences. Oh, I dealt with this and I dealt with that, you know, multiple times. See, they'll tell you, listen, you do not have to ask about the bodies. The bodies will show up. You don't have to ask. The bodies will come out of the cemetery. They will just show up. You don't have to ask. This is a crash out, ladies and gentlemen. This woman has been accused of sleeping her way to the top. She has been, you know, allegedly, you know, called out by former colleagues for said allegations. And then sit here and talk about a whole lot of shit she will and won't put up with. With your reputation, ma'am, it should be a lot of shit you're willing to put up with, because it's not going to be a long list of men of the caliber that you feel like you deserve that are going to put up with you at this point, given what comes with you. See, because y'all thought the Scarlet Letter went away. It didn't. And that's why this just officially turned into Let Them Crash Out episode 3, Joy Taylor. Because y'all thought the Scarlet Letter went away. It didn't. We still putting it on y'all. You just not that Scarlet Letter, that stench, that stank that go on a woman that made habitual bad decisions over time. Again, you get slotted a certain way. And I know it hurt because you will still get attention from men. But the ones you really like, after you hit that wall, or after you didn't drug your own reputation through the mud with the brotherhood, I know it hurt because you will still get attention from us. But the ones you really like, they're not gonna take you serious the way you want to be taken serious. And I know that shit got to be painful, straight up. And that's why I do these Let Them Crash Outs. I didn't know this was gonna be one, but it is. We just listened to a crash out. She double talking. The woman say she want a man. She don't do bitches. She don't want a man that got bitches or need bitches or whatever that's supposed to mean, right? Because she didn't really define that, and I'm still unclear. But then in the very next point, she says she doesn't like men who don't have platonic female relationships. We can't In the words of Kevin Samuels, you can't make this shit up. And the thing about Joy Taylor is she's not horrible looking. It's just,
I wonder if guys ever look at a woman who is beautiful and then she opens her mouth and then he's like, what a shame. What a shame.
So with that being said, man, the crash is over. She went 250 straight into the wall, 250 miles per hour straight into the wall. You know, if you ladies, if y'all go down the path that she went down, you can expect the same fallout that she's got. A lifetime of unsustainable relationships, you know, a lifetime of slow acquisition and accumulation of new head count, pun intended, head count, and just a lifetime of fallout again from the decisions that she's made and never accepted accountability for. Joy Taylor probably could have had a chance to save her own reputation with men. She probably could have. But now only the simps are available to her because she's doubled down on her bullshit. She has. So, you know, any man that's going to take her under his arm, he probably going to end up losing her by way of her walking away. That's how it works when you're dealing with somebody that is not a wife, who doesn't speak wife language, who can't even, she doesn't even know how to translate wife. If a wife was talking to her, she'd disagree with everything that woman's saying and tell her she sound like somebody that's cool with being in bondage. It's the difference between a feminist or a woman that's overly traumatized and overly sexually stimulated, right? There's a difference between those types of women and a woman that's going to be a wife, or a woman that is fit to be a wife, because a wife is a wife before she ever gets proposed to. Know that. So ladies, you don't have to be this way. And fellas, if you go the route of trying to wife up this type of woman, you are
natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out. He go crash out.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, jump in the comments whether you agree or disagree. I would love to have a conversation because we got to crack these codes, man. And if you don't do nothing else, you know what I need you to do. Stick to the codes. Another class.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow.